Hello. I had to unmute the mic. We're doing it. We're doing dev stuff. Special musical event, hardly. The special event tonight is we're working on this area. And maybe we start working on the hub zone? Because I was looking back over the list of completed audio tracks and it's like, oh, we have the what did this one sound like? Oh, okay. And it got some ideas bubbling. So, I'm excited. The musical, if only. Okay, so a few things coming to mind for this zone. First off, I feel like the pipe, maybe we go full 3D instead of doing this. Chris Pratt is a piggle. Mamma mia, I'm a piggle. Oink oink. The pipes here in the front that we're using for guardrails, currently that's just a flat image and it's fine. But I'm thinking if we give it some depth, then we could recycle it for some other things. So basically just make kind of a tileable pipe element that we can just slap on some other stuff. Pretty low poly. We could make that in Godot or Blender. I'm thinking Blender. Do I really want to open up Blender? Why not? Why don't we get Blender going, guys? We haven't done that in a long time. It's got to load. It'll take some time. All right, General Blender. Reporting for duty. All right, first, we lovingly tell the default cube that it's done a good job and we're all very proud of it and it's time for it to go. And then we delete it. How do you do this again? Mesh cylinder. Much less. What's going on there, Turtle? What's going on there? Okay, how big do we want this to be? Also, no, let's make it a little bit more. I mean, if you spell it right, it's probably fine. The cylinder. Behold. Okay, so we don't want it to actually blend these normals. So we have to Alt-click this edge and mark sharp. No. Mark seam. That still doesn't look like much of a seam to me. Shade flat. Is that how we do it? Ah, maybe that's all we have to do. Got mad about Lunar all over again. Mad about Lunar Magic. That's the way it goes, isn't it? Shine 2 would require Shine 1, as it turns out. So wait, all I need to do is just mark this as shade flat, and that's it. Is that enough? That is in fact enough, and then the rest will be shade smooth. I don't have to do any mark seam stuff. That's all for UV mapping. And you know what? We're not gonna do any texturing on this. This is just gonna be default texture. It's practically there. Turtle, never mind. I was about to say, did you play Mario Sunshine? Because I was going to have a conversation about Pachinko level, but I remember your hatred of Chucksters now, and it all comes together. It all comes full circle. So let's see here. How big around does this need to be? All right, so here's the problem. There we go. Need to get the audio level a little bit better for me. Chucksters. So let's see here. Based on the size of a unit. 0.5. About 0.1 units across would be good. So I need to scale it to that. There it is. Lovely, lovely cylinder. But you would be kidding yourself if you thought that's all we needed here. So first thing we need is we're going to do a little magic here on the ends. How are we gonna do this exactly? Edit mode. I'm gonna do a little bit of this. And then a bit of this. Look, it's a Mario pipe. Mario. Look, Mario, it's a pipe, Mario. Okay, I think we'll do this with a symmetry modifier, or mirror modifier, along the z-axis. There we go. And now, this is what we need, I didn't even think of this yesterday. We need whimsy. We need some serious whimsy with this room. So we're gonna slap on some whimsy. Gosh, are we ever gonna slap on some whimsy here? Slap with so much whimsy, won't even know what hit him. Soften that up a bit. Let's see, now it feels like it's too much over here. I feel like it needs to be even more whimsy. It needs to be whimsied out of its gourd. A little twist to it. A little chameleon twist. It's like I kind of want to keep the That looks nice and wiggly. That looks pretty good. That looks doable. Now we can either... Actually, we may even drop the mirror modifier completely and just say if you want to repeat it, then just do so. The important thing is that it lines up. If I were to duplicate this, look at that. Seamless. Actually, if anything, I feel like what we want a little bit more on that. I think that is actually quite good for what we're going for, which is a little bit of wobbliness. And as for the texture data we're going to bake into it, we're going to say it's metallic and less rough. Hang on, let's pull it into shading mode. What does that look like? See, that's too metallic. That's a mirror. So we don't want that much. That's still way too shiny. So give it some roughness. See, it can be rough, but without being polished. And we can give it a base color of something a little bit more. Ooh, look at that copper. Look at that copper. Need it to be a little bit more rough, I think. All right. I think that's it right there. Wait, where did... There we go. Bring that back out. Okay. You know, bot, hello. Willow, thank you for 6 months. That's almost a year at this point. It's incredible. And also, Al says hi. Al, thank you for that hi. Willow, thank you for that sub. Rearranging your back room. Well, I hope it's looking good. Export this into Dabble Art Blender Furniture. This will be metal pipe, except let's do better casing. Export. Eating a BLT with mayo or without? I do love a good BLT. We have a chain of restaurants around us that does little it's a little kind of sandwich shop, very chainy. And they have a fancy BLT with like avocado. You. How dare you, first of all. But I'm gonna try something so that I can still at least stay semi-productive during this bike. We're doing it for my health. No. Don't try and trick yourself like that. All right. Let's see if this works here. 10 minutes on the clock. Let's go. Okay, how do I right-click with this thing? Alright, come on. Got it. Hold it. Now scroll. Why isn't it scrolling? Oh, there we go. I have a Steam controller. Okay, so my goal, you know those really old commercials for like shady colleges that they played a lot of back in like the early 2000s, of like showing some guys like with controllers like, oh yeah, I can't believe we get paid to play video games. Like, guys, I need you to tighten up the graphics on level 3. All right. And they're sitting there with controllers. Like, this is what they were doing. This is the future of game development. There's no way that is ergonomically sound. Okay, so. Not textures. Scenes. Building. Furniture. Double click on Blender. Furniture. Metal pipe. Got it. What's a scroll wheel? Oh, here we go. There's a scroll wheel. Oh, see, there's something to this here. All right. Scene. Decor. Add child node. Node 3D. Keep production after return to credit. That's not the arrangement. Okay, put it in there. Okay, now how in the world? Right click. Okay. No. Whoop, whoop. Oh, I see it, I see it, I see it. It's there. How do I hold control? What's control on this? Hello, Dave. Dave, my chat is being mean. They've sentenced me to 10 minutes of exercise bike. I'm doing my best to continue developing this game from a controller. Admittedly, not the best idea. Oh, wait, so I gotta, no, it's right click and then this, and then I can kind of zoom, and then right click. How do I, what would control be on this? What do we think control would be? Is that control? No way. No, zoom out. Keep zooming out. All right, we'll deal with this. Wait, maybe if I just double click on this. No. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right, now there's no way, you must be thinking, there's no way he can duplicate this from a controller. Okay, I'm already getting tired and we're less than 5 minutes in. Okay. See, I mean, that's true. I'm not doubting that I need it. Okay, well, yeah, for my health. Okay, so the music. Let's talk about the music we're hearing. So this is another piece by Casual. This is meant to be the hub world music, kind of the initial town. And on re-listening to this over the last couple days, I've got a pretty good idea, of a little bit more of a concrete idea of what the hub area should look like. From the get-go, I knew I kind of wanted it to be an inversion of Thousand Year Door. So in Thousand Year Door, you have this ancient city that is buried deep below this shanty town. And I'm going to invert that, and we're going to have a shanty town buried deep below an ancient city. And that's about as far as I got, is that it was going to be kind of a dingy, ramshackle place, but the people there were going to be kind of like junkyard scrappers. Like they're dipping up to the surface or the level right below the surface and just basically ripping the copper wire out of this ancient city. And that's kind of just how they get by. I was like, that's an interesting idea. That's fun. But visually, I didn't have much of an idea beyond that. And now I'm kind of getting more... That's a lot of points. Starting to get a little bit more of an idea of what we're going to see. And I think I'm officially dubbing the name of this town, the hub town, it will be called Drainpipe. The main area will be pretty expansive. Like, bigger than the TTYD. Like, one room of Rogueport has like 1, 2... I guess the main area in Rogueport has 4 doors you can go through. Well, 5 if you count. Okay. 5, 6 if you count the inn twice. But they're kind of all bunched together. But it's really just like left side of the square, right side of the square. And there's like a front and back. It kind of does a little spin around. Kind of cool use of the depth. I think we want to go bigger than that. I think I want it to mostly be one big area with kind of districts that are very obviously subdivided, with mostly one way in and out of each district, so that it's easier to keep a mental map in your head. But the reason I want it to be one big area is because I really like the idea of an initial view of the zone. Let me replay this from the beginning. So when you first get into the zone, into the hub zone, or for a few different zones, I want to play a short cinematic of like panning over different areas while the music warms up, and then then it zips back over, and you get control of the character. So it'll have like 15 seconds in this case of like slowly panning out and showing more and more of this very expansive one-room city. So you walk in and it slowly pans out. You see like rooftops and chains dangling from above, and some kind of elaborate pulley system of somebody going up towards the surface. And then we snap back. And then you gain control, and that'll be a fun moment. I think that could be like ooh, all right, I'm interested to explore all these places. Especially if we show the player a treasure chest in like the last 3 seconds of that scene. Something they can get to pretty easily, that they'll feel clever for having seen it during the cinematic and immediately being like, oh, all right, I want to check that out first. Because it gives this idea of like exploration and lots of possibilities in this area. Ultimately, it's not going to be huge, and a lot of the stuff is just going to be for flavor. There we go, 10 minutes. Hope you're happy. Hope you're happy with yourselves. Jeez. How long is the cooldown? Not long enough. But yeah, that's the idea. Is you'll get into this zone, and I want to have this sense of excitement about like, oh man, I'm finally playing this game that I've been wanting to play, and there's all these places to explore. Oh boy, oh boy. Maybe I should slap a little bit of texture on this, I don't know. Metallic on its own is not really doing much here. Oh wait, I didn't inherit it. Oh, wait, that's a different one. I want to click on this guy. I forgot that was a thing. I forgot that was even a thing. Willow, thank you for the 60 bits. I should make that cheaper. Some other push-ups are running. Yeah, I have a very vague... Yeah, I should. All right, let's get something a little bit more mainstream on the mainstream plays Bug Fable soundtrack. That's me. There we go. That's it's coming in loud enough, I guess. It's barely audible. It's fine. Okay. What's the deal with this? Show me the cylinder. Show me the material. Why is the material the way it is? Can I not? Oh, because I guess it doesn't really technically have a real material, but I think it does feel very default right now. But I figured that it would like at least accept, I don't know, something. All right. Oh, right. Okay. Non-editable children. Open scene. Yeah, let's look at this material override. New material. Lower the roughness a bit so we get a bit of something here. Let's give it some albedo. Just a little bit of something there. How's that? Sure. And we'll just save that in our shared furniture metal pipe scene. Beautiful. There it is. Okay, get back to the trial room. Let's delete all these. Now let's do it, but in style. Metal pipe railing. This doesn't look great. I think it does need like an honest to goodness, like decent texture here. Because as it stands, it's not looking great. Okay, well, you know what that means. We gotta get out the thing. Wait, maybe I can use... All right, hang on. I'm getting out Blender. I'm seeing if we can give it like just an existing texture that we have somewhere. Give me image texture. Yes, I know you can't see this. Dabbletails art. Texturing. Or if we use one of these. Which one? Let's use this. Oh, well, that could do it. That could do it, maybe. It's definitely weird. But maybe in a good way. Oh, I do, don't I? The stream is forever derailed. I will check it soon-ish. Casual, thank you. See, this makes the pipe look kind of gold. I'm using the burlap texture, but with roughness. It's always derail time. Actually, let's try that. let's let's see, textures, burlap. Let's try that. Yeah, kind of rusty looking. I kind of like it that way. Gives it a bit more character. Okay, let's see what Casual's got for us for the music of the pit. So this will be the ambient music playing when you're in the Tower of Trials. I'm gonna turn this one off. Flat metal. We might still use it. We might not. There's a bit of a bop. Nice. I like the B section, mixing it up a bit. That's fun. It's fun. It's longer than I expected too. I like it. This is really nice. You don't like this music? Okay, we'll bring back the other one. It is definitely more fitting for the location. On that, I'm probably going to get rid of the windows to some degree. Well, Al liked it. This last one I might have to do something silly to. But the other ones, yeah, perfect. One apart. This is probably too much, isn't it? Like, look at how many polygons this is going to be. All right, let's get in there and look. How else will we see the birds? This is supposed to be a very dangerous, kind of almost a post-game challenge, so I don't know if there will be a lot of birdage in this zone. Skeleton birds. Is this worth it? Is this worth it at all? Assume it doesn't clip out there. All right, hold on. Bring it back. Brothership. How is Brothership? Honestly, the flat version is fine. Like right now, the fact that it has no shadows is a little jarring, but it's fine. I can pull it out a bit. That's fine. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna use the flat version. I'm not gonna waste the pipe model though. What we're gonna do is we're gonna have a second version of this. So the really nice thing here is that this is exactly 1 unit tall. We're gonna try and do something similar to make a curved piece so that we can kind of modularly slap a few pipes together to make, I don't know, shapes, whatever. doesn't really matter. The specifics are unimportant, as long as it is a one-tile dealie. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make another piece that is kind of, let's see here, rotate along the x-axis 90 degrees. Nope, GY, negative 0.5, no, GY 0.5, there we go. Like I would like to have some kind of thing we can do here, like a weld connection. Weld. So what if scale Z -1, GZ1. Okay, so on this piece, edit mode, let's just do something like this. Extrude, Alt S. Ooh. Not what I would have expected. Oh, because it's going down towards... Actually, I don't know why. Yeah, I can just scale. Scale Y. Crisp that back in. Oh, that's a problem there. Didn't consider that. We can move that. Situated on top of where the weld would be. Actually, do we even need the weld then? Like, if we didn't have that, and we just had this. Oops. No, I guess we do need a little bit of something here. Even if it's just from here to here. Control click. Shift click. Oh, we're in point mode, okay. Yeah, that'll work fine. For an intercept piece. Why do we want an intercept piece, though? What am I doing with this here? Don't start with this one. Scale Z, -1. Let's just get a curve somehow. Let's do it a silly way. What's the radius? How tight of a curve is gonna be? Go to like 0.5 here. Scale Z, -1, G, Y, -0.5, rotate X 90. Okay, right there is our target. This is our canvas. Well, so easy start is just that. We were backwards the whole time. Well, that explains it. All right, well there, boom, easy. And now let's just kind of eyeball it. We want it to be a little bit wonky looking because that is a bit more of the appropriate style that we're going for. We'll fix that. Looking good. Boom. Pipe. Cool pipe. All right. take these things, get rid of them, export that out. As metal pipe curved. All right, grab that, import it. Nope, don't want that. Metal pipe curve. New inherited scene. Open anyway. New inherited. Give this the texture of the burlap. Go on. Go on, give it the burlap texture. Wow. Look at that. Incredible. Interesting. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Now let's just... All right, so we're getting rid of this. We're getting rid of this. This did not work out. Metal pipes. Let's add some decoration in the form of some pipes. If it works. We're going to be willing to... Nice texture there. Oh, because that's the wrong... I want this. There we go. All right. Jeez, where'd it go? Okay. We're just gonna add in a little bit of flavor to the scene here. I guess one thing we need to do is, can we actually see this with the camera angle? Is this even visible at all? No, because what? No, actually, I can't see it at all. But it's there. Right? Isn't it? Let's bring it down a bit. Surely I can see that. Where's the pipe? Invisible pipe. Invisible pipe. I can see the rail. Why can't I see the pipe? Remote view. Is it in here? Decor. No, it's actually not. What? That's odd. Why not, though? Huh. Okay, is it here now? No. If it was, I feel like a lot more things would be getting cold as well. No. So it's not even in the remote view. It's like it's totally gone. Never mind. It's been moved, I guess. In the remote view, it's in a different... It's got a different parent structure. Hold on. What's going on here? Metal pipe. No script on this. This scene is literally just an imported model. So... Alright, let's take this out of this. And this one too. This is suspicious. Okay, so those do show up. Eat that horse. Those do show up. if I just take this? What if I now just plop them back in there? Two of three. Two of three appear. But this one disappears. Okay, so there are 3 child objects of metal pipes, which is just a container node, no script on it. Remote view shows decor, metal pipes, 2 objects in it. Where'd the other one go? Where's the other one? That's weird. Anything weird going on here? I mean, there are some errors, but someday I'm gonna look at those. Oh wait, parse error. Non-existent resource. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Just put this texture on here. Okay, so that explains when it was nested, that one was failing to load. Okay, I'm gonna try re-exporting it. I'm just gonna try re-exporting it. And while I'm here, I'm gonna fix this shading, this flat shade business. Shade flat. Export. Try again. Re-import. Okay, did that automatically update this, though? I guess we'll find out. Okay, so it was some kind of import-export issue with Blender. Yeah, it's back now. Okay, that's really weird. Okay, new problem. This pipe is super wimpy. Look at how frail it is. Are we gonna have a different version of it? Is that how we're gonna solve that? For now, we're just gonna like slap some of these around here. Let's give this one more curved pipe as well. Perfect. See, that's a good little combo there. Add it to this node 3. Metal pipe set. All right, because now we can just kind of slap that in different places around here. For instance, there. Perchance here. Just enough places to add some visual interest, some three-dimensionality. Yeah, I like that. I like that. The problem, though, and I don't know if these skinny ones are worth using for this, but I feel like this needs to be bigger. These are not big enough. All right, delete this. Delete this. This one, let's make that its own scene, actually. Let's save that as a scene. Make this a little bit cleaner. Metal pipe set. And also it lets us kind of scale this a little bit simpler. Let's go back into Blender. And let's consider a little bit of resizing. So we've got 1 and 2 here. How much bigger? How much bigger? Like crazy bigger? I think I want to make sure it still retains its current shape. So I want to make sure it kind of stays flush there. Which I'll just need to do some work resizing things, I think, to make that happen. We've got our point of interest here. So let's try just scaling by 2. GX, no, GY by 0.25. I swore it was going to be 0.25. All right, right about there. And now it's gonna everything's gonna be falling apart here. But it's fine. We'll deal with it. Okay, so let's make this more doable. We can scale that up a bit more, but this is a much nicer and chunkier. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Aha! I need to go down by 1. Right there is our point of interest. Rotate a bit. I am considering adding more loop cuts here, but this is a small detail in the scene. It doesn't need to be busy. Okay, next up, this guy. This one I think is gonna be much easier because it's not. We're just expanding it on that. And then real quick, we'll just do that. Incredible. Wow. Remove the texture from this. Don't need it. All right. Oh, what's going on there? What's going on there? Same thing's going on there. Weird. Weird. Very weird. Don't like what happened there. Not sure what happened there. Seems okay. Make sure this is shaped flat here. All right. Make sure this is also shade flat. Okay, that seems all right. Okay. Boom. We're going to export yet again. Curved metal pipe. I think this will look a lot better though. pipe. And then bring both of those into here. Neat. Whoops. Shoot. What just happened there? Okay. That's fine. I'm going to leave it with that rotation as its default. And we'll just fix this one. Oh, I see. Let's get the top down. Let's kind of get this a little bit more usable. All right, I am gonna have to change the music before it drives people insane. I am, of course, immune to that effect, because I'll just listen to a song on loop anyway. But I know that's not everyone. It's not quite lining up. There we go. Got it. Okay, that can't be right. Oh, maybe that would probably be better, but why is this here? Why is, okay, so decor is there, that makes sense. Metal pipes position middle of the room, no transform makes sense. Metal pipe set, just reset the transform here. No, I still don't get it. No transform. No transform. Transform is -7-1. Oh, there's our reset button. No. Oh, what? Interesting. Oh, that's why. Okay. Ha ha ha, you got me. The root can be transformed, of course, naturally. That looks better. Now, there we go. Okay, want to make sure it's not so far up that, or not so far down that it's kind of getting in the way of the character and something that could be obstructing you. Okay, duplicate. Plug it into this wall here. And then one more. Way down here. You know what? This one? Let's go big. Let's go like big. Ooh, I like it. I like it that way. Actually, that's a lot nicer. That's pretty cool. Hang on. We should make all of them that big. Or at least bigger. Yeah, hang on. That's cool. Okay, music. Let's do Outskirts. Oh, no. I got pigged. Run away. It's free. Yeah. Big pipe. Big pipe, good. Big pipe, good. Okay. Other things that would be cool. Oops. Wow. Cat, you just got like totally clipped into the wall there. Speedrun strat, I don't know. Other thing that would be cool. a little like a gauge of some kind, like a pressure gauge that we could attach to this pipe model. That would be cool, right? Right. I think so. Yeah. Also, these windows gotta go. They're cool, but they're wrong. At least the lower ones are wrong. The upper ones, they should probably be cylinders. So add a CSG cylinder. Rotate it, rotato. Make sure it is in subtraction mode. Splat it right in there. Number of sides, let's say 16 for a nice believable amount. I would love a fan, a slow kind of fan right there. And this is how much daylight you get in this area. That's it. That's what you get, and you'll like it. Okay. Duplicate again, but with the opposite mirrored transform. Okay. Yeah, much more industrial looking already. I feel like this does need to be a little bit more there. Yeah. Okay. Fan. Okay, so we want a fan. We want some kind of pressure gauge looking thing. Ooh, what if the pressure gauge was also served as your indicator of your current floor, rather than do like a UI element or a, see, now I'm ready to put my sweater on. Instead of doing a UI element that lists how far into the tower you are, or doing a signpost like Thousand Year Door does to show you which floor of the pit of 100 Trials you're on, what if there's just something in the world that acts as an indicator, such as like a pressure gauge? That would be sort of neat. What a treat. Okay, a fan for the fans. What even will that look like? Let me look up like a industrial fan. Let's look up what an industrial fan looks like. Industrial fan warehouse. What would it be? What am I looking for? What am I looking for? I know it's a fan, but like it's always in, I don't know, in video games. You know, the big industrial fan that you have to sneak through the blades or something. I think there's one in Banjo-Tooie. In Grunty Industries, there's like a big fan blade. Isn't there? Okay, hang on. I know how we can check that, at least. At least I hope. We'll see. N64, Banjo-Tooie. Heck yeah. Okay. Okay, Grunty Industries. Air conditioning plant. Okay. This kind of thing. Yeah, well, not this one exactly, but definitely this one. Well, animated texture being so sneaky with their resources. What would this be? I mean, that's not the look I want exactly, but it's close. But that's just like a, yeah, that's fine. I guess we can just do it that way. It's good enough. Do I want it in Blender? Or do I just want it to be a texture, like a Sprite 3D? Sprite 3Ds have some weird issues I'm noticing. It's not awful, but it's not great. So yeah, let's just make a cylinder. Rotate it around the y-axis by 90 degrees. Let's give it 16. Let's give it 32. I've got good reason. And depth can be very thin. That's going to be our fan. For the fans. All right. Make sure X-ray mode is turned on. Let's give a front view here. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the cardinal directions here, and I'm going to scale those to 0. And we're done. Can you imagine? Let's grab these. And let's grab these. Am I getting decent at Blender? Like, granted, this is basically like editing in 2D, but still. I feel like that was a pretty fast solution for the problem. Okay, one potential issue here is it does a weird thing here. I want everything over here to be scaled out, and everything here to be scaled out. Okay, did I get it all? Yes. It still kind of makes sense for these middling ones. I mean, overall, the whole thing needs to be thinner, of course. There you go. Fan blades. I guess this right here, this was a bad choice. I didn't merge these, but can I just grab them individually? I can, actually. Should I grab them individually? Why not? Okay. Then take these that appear here. Ooh, hang on now. Okay. Scale along the x-axis. Oh. Right. Okay. Okay, now scale along the x-axis. We'll fix it in a little bit. Right now, we just need, these, some specific, very specific points. We move to the correct side of the street. Is that it? Is that right? Nope, something's wrong here. Looks looks like. Okay, there we go. There we go. Now then. Now that we've done that. Scale along the x-axis 0. And these guys, scale x-axis 0. There we go. Now it's a lot more. These scale on the z-axis 0. These scale on the y-axis 0. Hello? Scale on the y-axis 0. Am I looking at this right? Oh, there we go. There we go. Much better. Okay, now go over to this side. This and this. Scale on the z-axis 0. This and this 0. That on y. That on y. Okay, now we can look at it from the front and just eyeball, and it's fine after that. Okay, it was just pinchy. It was pinchy and I didn't like it. Now the pinchiness has been reduced. All right, cool. Yeah. Shade, flat. Export as fan blades. We'll just give that one like just an albedo and call it a day. It doesn't need anything fancy at all. Furniture. Nice thing is this will go nicely in a few different places. All right, so this is in decor for the fans. And we'll give this a nice little rotation animation, and it'll be cool. And everyone will love it. The end. You have to. No choice. Scale it down until it just about fits. All right, looks fine to me. Let me see the surface material override. Albedo, something grayer. And we can go pretty high on the metallic here. And we can even go a little bit lower on the roughness. All right, very nice, very nice. Next up, this needs an animation. Spin. What do you think I want you to do here? Come on now. Come on now. Oh, interesting. Interesting. What the crap? Okay. Forget that. Hey, they. Welcome in. Hope you are doing well. Let's just do property. Something goofy goes on when I use the built-in rotation thing, and I don't know what it is. We want to rotate around the z-axis by 360 degrees. We'll rotate it along the x-axis by 360 degrees. There we go. We just want to slow it down a lot, which we can do with the speed scale here. Make it an autoplay, make it a loop, and go. Oh yeah, that's good. PC parts for the next PC build. Nice. Been stuck in a Mac for this long. Oh yeah. When did I build this? My current build has been lasting me a long time. But I don't know how long. How long have I had this? Surely that can't be it. Is that it? No. I don't even remember. So to PC, move to a bigger city. Oh yeah. Yeah, not a good time for building. I got mine. Let's see. I'm gonna guess it was around 2018 or 2019. Honestly. See, now I'm curious. Now I'm like looking up receipts. Oh man, one thing I found is like the last time I tried to get a video card. Oh, there it was. That was probably it. No, that can't. No, that's not it. That's definitely not it. One time I tried to get a build. I placed an order for all the parts. Found a good deal on motherboard, processor, video card, power supply, case, SSD, the whole works. I'm like, all right, this is gonna be great. I start getting the parts, and then they email me like, we don't have the video card. Well, this is great because you sent me all these parts I picked out specifically with this video card. So that's really cool of you. Thanks. Anyway, so that was fun to deal with. So they just canceled that part of the order and went ahead and sent everything else. I do, actually. I'm gonna come over there and get those from you. I'll be right back. I'm grabbing this orange from the other side of the room. Have it now. Yeah, it was. I mean, it sucked at the time, but it wasn't that bad. It didn't turn out too bad. Good orange. Pre-peeled with love. Oh, right. Let's do it this way then. Save branch as a seam. Save it as a fan. There we go. Cool. Going all out. Yeah, yeah. Every once in a while, you know, just gotta treat yourself. Oh, I don't like the offset there. Don't like the offset. Gotta do it. Gotta reset the transform. There we go. And then we move the individual object there. I want to make sure it can cast a visible shadow. That's important to me. As I'm sure it is to everyone. Just been listening to the level up. Give me the... No. Ant Kingdom. They really do. They really do, huh? Alright, let's see how this looks. We may bring the windows down a bit. Oh, see, that's good. That's what I want. That's what I want to see. I'm gonna bring these windows down a... Well, yeah, right now they're in an awkward spot. So we're gonna bring down the fans as well as the CSG cylinders that are the windows. This is gonna be cool. We're gonna be moving the hole. That's silly. That's much better. Okay, now we'll just line up these fans a little bit more. I kind of want them to be a bit bigger now. Like move them up, but individually scale each one. Transform, scale, just double it. Is that too big? It's a little bit big, because now this starts to bleed through, but we can just kind of fix that by scaling it properly. Oh, thanks, Thay. That's really sweet. It's very encouraging to hear. There we go. That's it. And then do the same on this side. Half size. Just bump it over. Okay, fans. For the fans, big fans. Actually, we can go bigger than that even. Yeah, don't want it clipping. Don't want clipping. Let's bring these forward a bit. I might put some kind of metal grate behind these. Oh, look at that. That's what I want. I want those big fans. Okay. This texture, no longer quite doing it for me. It's okay. But it's not quite... I guess we can deal with that later. We'll find some texture that fits. Big fans are much better, yeah. I think like some kind of metal fence over it could look good as well. Let's see, like a lattice. As long as the Sprite 3D shadow plays nice. That's the trick. So let's add a Node 3D. This is just a fans detail container. There we go, just to structure our project a little bit better. Let's add a Sprite 3D. The texture. Oh, the texture. I have a lattice texture somewhere. I don't remember where. Gate lattice? That's not the one, I don't think. But I want... Oh, I may not... Oh, here we go. Lattice. We can use... Yeah, we can modulate this to darken it and maybe make it kind of more rusty metal looking. There we go. Next, if I enable region, and I do this, does it repeat? Yes, it does. Ha 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 ha. Okay, so we can just say 1,000 by 1,000, and there we go. And then we scale it down. We also want to make sure we have shadows. I do want this casting shadows. So alpha cut, opaque prepass. There we go. Scale it down. That's looking pretty good. We're doing a lot with a little here. Welcome back, Casual. Do we want to go like angled like this? Also, we might want more. We might want to go 1600, 1600. That's looking pretty good, especially if we can get the fan somehow on the other side of it without cutting through the wall. There. That's pretty nice. So able to be a member in an early access game test for a game. That's fun. Oh yeah, you did mention that. Okay, gotta get this. Okay, so this is gonna make things a little bit tricky because I need to rotate both of these now and really get it just right. I was kind of eyeballing it before. So actually, let's delete this and no, just this, and duplicate these two. And then, well, actually, then I'm not sure. Rotation, that, and just hope that this works out. That works out. Avid community member, nice. Hey, oh, look at this shadow now. Oh, delightful. That's what I want to see. Oh, yes, that's so good. That's so good. That's exactly what I wanted, was that shadow. You're a fan, eh? Okay, I think one thing is for our pipes, the little couplings need to have a different texture that we can override. Oh, and you know what? We can also use this lattice for this right here, for the gate. This right here. Okay, so let's change this to metal grate. Let us copy that and paste it. No paste. Copy. Paste. Yeah. All right. Now where is it? Where actually is it? Ooh, hi. Hi. Okay. About that. Its scale is weird, so that makes sense. Okay. How to export an object with texture from Blender to Godot. Ooh. Yes. It is all right. This is the way that I have found that works. Now, whether or not this is a good method or not, I don't know. All right. So, you like those rusty pipes? They're good, but I need the couplings to pop a bit. You know what? You know what? While we got, hello, welcome in. Ian, special treat just for you. We're gonna texture an object and export it to Godot. So this is this is a bargain. This is a fuse. Ow, you're genius. This is a bargain because normally this will run you like $500 is my going rate. but special one-time bonus. And I haven't sold any of those yet, but I figure if I ever do find someone dumb enough to buy a 5-minute tutorial for $500, I'll be set. But you get a special bonus of we're gonna do this for free right now. All right, plug it in. Free lesson. A fuse box with sparks. No, there will be no sparks because the idea is that this area is shut down. Like this whole hub zone, $6,000 per hour. Ship it. The whole area is like shut down completely. Okay, get my software up. And so some things may still be mobile, but there shouldn't be any electricity or anything else like that happening. I guess it's not shut down, it's like it's in hibernation. And so a bunch of critters are running around, like a pig, you know. Standard pig enemy. We're gonna make a couple of pretty small images here. 100 by 100 pixels. This is not technically part of the tutorial, so you don't have to take notes on this part. But it's fun to just do a little doodling. If you ever want to just follow along with some doodling. All right, so let's get our repeating texture going. Tiny little texture there. Tiny little texture. There we go. Now we're just gonna kind of get some brushed metal. I want to have a lot of variation, which we're not gonna get much variation in a 100 by 100 pixel image, but we're gonna get what we can. I'm gonna get a little splash of red, like some rusty orangish brown in here. Show a little bit of age. Maybe, let's say these were copper pipes and give it a little bit of oxidation just smeared on here. You know, really splash a lot of color here and there. Give it a rusty color there. That's a good combo, the orange and the very weak blue. A little brown. Some more rust on here to kind of coat it. That's looking good, and let's give it like a scratch here or there if I can. Just a little. Oh, my pixel brush is too pixely. There we go. A little. That looks pretty good. Inactive mounted lights. Ooh, that'd be fun too. Just some of those like nice shallow cone. Oh, with a wireframe. Wait. We're thinking of very different lights there. Okay, so there's our first texture here. We are going to save that as a PNG. This is going to be Rusty 1. But we're gonna make a second. Image to show multiple images. This one's gonna be, I don't know, a bit more grayish, perhaps. Maybe get something a little bit darker, a little bit shinier, even, and a little bit more recent. Do I also do YouTube or just Twitch? I have a YouTube where I post the VODs, but it's not specific content for YouTube. I very rarely make videos for YouTube, and it's usually just dumb stuff. I have a video planned that sometime in the next year I'm going to actually put together, I think. I want to do a full-on essay about status effects. Just the different ways they're implemented in games and what that means from a game design perspective, because I've got some ideas. Let's just rotate this. oxidation there. That's fun. Poison is basically just red fire. There are some very interesting ways that different games handle poison. I will say that. Okay, so we got a couple images. So what we're gonna do is we're going to make 2 new materials. I guess the first thing we're gonna need to do is actually separate this no, we don't have to separate this into different objects. We're getting a little ahead of ourselves because I got too much in my way. A cluttered desk makes for a cluttered mind. All right, so let's load up. We're in our materials tab down here in the bottom right. You can all see that. I'm sure. Let me bring up OBS so I can see what you guys see. Oh yeah, my mouse is very visible. So down here in the bottom right, we got our materials tab. We're gonna make a new material. We're gonna call it Rust 1. Nope, that just made a new object for some reason. Object name, that's why. There we go, there's Rust 1. And another object, or another material, new. We're gonna call that Rust 2. Down here in the base color, we're gonna change that from a base color to a image texture. Somewhere, there it is, image texture. And there we're gonna hit open. I'm gonna do that on the other monitor, just so you don't have to look at my ugly folder structure. And I'm just gonna select from my texturing, Rusty 1. There's Rusty 1 that just got applied there. And then on Rust 2, do the same thing, image texture, followed by actually open the folder. It doesn't remember the last thing I opened, which is a little bit weird. Art, texturing, Rusty 2. Did that actually work? We'll see. So first off, let's switch to X-ray mode, edit mode, grab everything over here, and we're going to assign those Rust 1. And everything over here we're going to assign to Rust 2. And sure enough, they do have different textures now. It's very similar. This one's got a little bit of a green hue, which I like. We're also going to give both of these textures a little bit of differing metallic and roughness values, kind of mix them up a bit. I'm gonna make this one on the couplings extra shiny, and the Rusty one we're gonna turn the roughness up on that a bit more. I think that looks pretty good. I think that's a good setup. Yeah, all right, cool. So now that we've done that, we're gonna export this. And what I do is I go with GLB. I don't know if that's the best method or not. That's what I saw in some random tutorial I read. I followed it, and then I got locked into that method. And it works for me, so I'm gonna do it. So export that. Choose a name for it. And now things get dumb. Things get a little bit dumb from this point on. So this I don't like this. I don't love this about Blender or Godot, the Blender Godot pipeline in general. So you're gonna click your folder that you want to import to, or you can click on one of the items that's in the folder, I think. Either way, you're going to drag it over. Boom. And if it worked correctly, it should automatically have pulled in those images as a node. A compressed texture 2D. If you go to the import tab, you can change how it does that. I leave it as default for now. All right, no, real quick, I need to also do a similar thing with the other one. Need to change its texture. Grab this. Oh, wait, that's supposed to be Rust 2, isn't it? Who's Rust 2? Is this one Rust 2? This one might be Rust 2. No, that's definitely Rust 1. Yeah, GLB will work for me. It's not the best, it's not the worst. It's got its share of quirks, but so does everything else, so I'm fine with it. That's one thing I'm really learning. The more metal pipe curved, the more also high lag. The more different systems I get into, the more I realize, wait a second, everything kind of sucks. As it turns out, wow, neat. So here's what I hate about the GLBs is default settings, it's gonna import those images, those same texture files again. There are some ways around that, and I don't remember what they are. So good luck with that. One thing I can do is I can actually just pull those individual PNGs in, texturing, pull those in, and then I can just make new textures. Rust 1, Rust 2, just build out texture objects. The thing I like about the textures versus just kind of the baked-in PNGs is I get a little bit more control over things like the like triplanar settings. Since I'm working with voxels, but needing to make it in Vox format, make it suitable. Interesting. Okay. Randomly green. Okay. Yeah. Of course. Why wouldn't it be randomly green? The triplanar stuff. I have a reason. I have a reason. I promise. I do. It's a silly reason. But mostly if I have two objects sharing a texture, I like it to be that if they overlap, there's no visual obvious scene, I guess. It's true, it's true. Just write your own. Just write your own. Okay, now that we've done that, now we're going to open up these annoying pipe scenes. Those aren't the ones. These are the ones. This guy right here. Materials. I can now tell it, use an external material. And then I'll tell it, okay, yeah, use this new one I set up for Rust 1. And also use this one for Rust 2. Re-import, blah, 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 done. Same thing here. Use external materials instead of the automatic import ones. And then I'm allowed to just delete the auto-imported ones and never worry about them again. The nice thing here is I get one folder with all the textures. It's just not automatic, which I don't love. Okay. Save it. This, we're gonna replace these. I can delete these now, even though it says I can't. We're gonna replace these with just these scenes. Yeah. Actually, hang on. Yeah. I love working in old formats. Okay. Got it. Duplicate. Right, that's not it. That's not it. Wee. Pipe dream. Pipe Dream. I should make Pipe Dream. Okay, so don't need this scene anymore. Little pipe set no longer needs that one. No longer needs this scene anymore. Now we're all GLBs. Beautiful. There it is. And let's see how it looks in the full scene now. All right, I like it. I like it. Flashlight is green. I almost want to make that even shinier. But the fact that they're different textures now is a big step up. They do read a little bit too harsh. We may change the albedo on that to kind of match the walls a little bit more. Actually, no. Well, here's what I do. Here's what I do. Hang on, I will show you. I will show you what I actually do. What I've started doing, at least. Close, 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 close. So what I did is, and this is helpful because it makes it so that the basic shapes stay fairly simple across the board. I made a scene with a global or world triplanar texture on it. So I block simple here. Boom. That's my blocking out of rooms is this. That and a little bit of this. Oh yeah, looking good. And then we go from there. Yeah, it's just a cube mesh with a set texture that makes it easier. No problem, Ian. Good luck with your endeavors. There you go. That's what I've been doing. CSG, I'm actually using CSG for the final stuff because I'm finding that it's much... What is it? What is it about CSG that I'm actually enjoying? I mean, Boolean objects as a whole, I love the concept of that. And as long as they're not moving, they're pretty cheap. But like this right here, I wanted to make a curved wall, like this shape here. That's a cylinder minus a few cubes minus a slightly smaller cylinder minus 3 cylinders. Yeah, I do like that. I do like that because as powerful as Blender is, it is almost always overkill for the types of shapes I actually need. Like there's been a handful of stuff that let's see here. What's an example? The windmill. Like there's been a handful of stuff that I'm like, okay, yeah, I need something. I've got a very specific idea in mind. Blender, yes, definitely. But for just like, I just need to put a little circle hole in this shape. Is CPU expensive? No, but I have I have a decently beefy rig for like 5 years ago, and I don't know. We're gonna see. We're gonna see how it does. Yeah, that's the case with a lot of those types of software, though, is that they are the product to use. They can do anything, but you gotta know what you're doing to a degree. I'm definitely getting better at it, but I'm a novice, 100%. It's like I can whip out some decent shapes pretty quick, but yeah. If anybody remembers the learning streams, it was a bit of a wreck. But it was that was the whole point of those, was like I did like a couple of test projects specifically so I could learn the things that I'm going to hate later on. To know, like, all right, what do I need to try and build my workflow around? What are the problems? What are the sore spots? This is looking a lot better. Oh, I remember one of the things I wanted. How would I do this? How can I do this? I want a splotch of, like, oil. Since you're doing voxel, it's not been efficient. That makes sense, yeah. I was thinking decals. I've used those before in, Dabble Cart. we had Dabble Cart. I never released Dabble Cart because it was never really done, but it technically worked. I changed the physics and then broke everything, and then I was like, all right, I've learned what I need. I've learned what I needed to learn. Yeah, we need a splotch. I'm gonna have to open up image editor again. Let's see here. Give me just a splotch. Give me just an oily splotch here. Right, don't repeat. Much smaller. I'm gonna try to see what I can do with just this. What does this get me? Splotch. All right. Trials, splotch. It's decor. Put it in the decor. So actually I did it for almost the exact same thing here, which was create new texture, which was I want a like an oil spill on the ground. Out of curiosity, have you considered switching to Linux? Every once in a while, I've tried to switch to Linux. It comes and goes every decade or so. I'm like, all right, this time for real. This time we're doing it. And usually just something is like, man, let me just get my other computer out and just deal with it. It's fine. All right, hold on now. Texture. Wait, no. Texture. Careful. There we go. Splotch. Let's make this like slick. Absolutely slick. No roughness to it on this texture. All right, now the decal. Now give the decal a texture. Can I? Oh, it actually takes an albedo. Oh, okay. Well, that's fine, I guess. See, that's fine. But I definitely want it to be... Oh, what can we do here? Normal. Oh, no, does this not give me what I want? I want to be able to mess with the roughness here. Let me try, as dumb as this would be. No, okay. Standard material. I'm going past it. Hold, hold, hold. Texture. Texture. Image texture. No, that can't be it. Where's the standard? Okay. Maybe that would only be for a, what am I thinking of? What am I thinking of? The only software doesn't run on Linux that you've got. Oh yeah. That is a good point. Is I'm using a lot of very old stuff that I've been stuck on for years. Like I still use for in-depth image editing, I still use Adobe Photoshop CS2. That came out in like 2005. So, you know, okay, so I could do that, but then, oh, flags? No. Huh. Maybe, all right, new idea. Just a plain mesh. This is silly. Okay, there we go. Almost go. Spy. See, it's got some shininess to it. The sorting is going to be all wrong on this, isn't it? Like, I guarantee it's going to be all wrong. Well, maybe, what? Wait, what? What are you behind? Oh, that's the decal. The decal is bleeding onto you. That's a cool effect, admittedly. But yeah, you're in the decal there. Let's see here. Texture, cool. What does any of this do? Specular reflections. Yes, I understand what all of these are. Hi, short. So the decal has to be like super, super thin. Short, happy belated birthday. Okay, let's try that on the decal. Yeah. So you still get a little bit of bleed in, but maybe that's okay if it kind of splotches on your feet a bit there. Is there any way we can get like a screen space reflection? That can't be like just a checkbox or something, can it? Like that's where you get shaders involved. Emulates light that penetrates an object surface, scattered and emerges. Okay, I don't know. This is the like the fancy lighting stuff that I've never bothered to learn. It's flesh under skin. Flesh under skin, you know. The usual. Specular blobs. It's a lot of terms. It's a lot of terms that, admittedly, I don't think I would even get if I like took a course on it. I would need a secondary remedial course. Let's see here. All right, this one is a short loop. No, not that one. No, not that one. No, not wasps. Not caves. Not golden lands. Not cut it up. All right, I think we need to switch to a different playlist. Let's see here. Let's see here. Quest 64. Anyway. And illuminates the blood underneath. Oh, well, yeah. Cast shadow. Well, you know what? Go ahead and turn that off. Don't need a shadow. All right, who played Quest 64? Show of hands. Let's see here. Reflection probes. Oh boy. Oh boy. Used to create high-quality reflections at a low performance cost when update mode is update once. Okay. That sounds good. Okay, to set it up, add a reflection probe node. Configure the extent. Okay. So just do it, is what it's telling me. Just do it. Yeah, like, I've seen those in Team Fortress 2 of all places. Oops. Okay. Let's just play around a little bit here. Give me a capsule, why not? Give me a capsule and give it... Alright, so see, that's a splotch. That's a reflective splotch, is it not? Could be better. Let's just give it a standard material and tell it to be very shiny. And so it immediately, it does reflect the skybox, but nothing else. Because that's just, nothing else is baked in. So it's a pink object that can reflect the sky, but not the walls around it. So what if we create this reflection probe? That's, what? Wait, it is just oh yeah, you just add it into your scene and you're done. What the crap? It was that easy. Look at that. Look at that, chat. Look at that. Well, hang on now. I don't want to add that to my scene every time. No. That's something we're gonna put in the scene management script. We're gonna make the software do that for us. Ooh. Yeah. It's like Christmas morning. Okay. We're gonna learn them, and we'll set up the exceptions when we need them. Temporarily, I just want to say anything that's reflective, make it reflective. So let's try that. Where the heck is my scene manager? Because that would be great for onload a scene. When we are loading a new room, fade to a new room, let's have a... on room load, so that we do that not just on the initial scene, but also every scene after that. So we add a camera, we're gonna do on room load, and when we fade to a new room, we delete the old room and add the new room. And add, where's the add partner for the fade to new room? Did I just delete that randomly? Because I did at some point comment out. Yeah, add camera. And then you're supposed to add the partner. Okay, well, let's hope that that's fine. All right, so on room load, we're gonna add this reflection probe. We're just gonna do it. Hello? Oh, duh. Right. GD script. You know. I guess we're just gonna add it to the room, right? So pass in the actual room. New scene is new scene. And existing one is currency. All right, let's see if that just does it all the time forever. Ooh. Ooh. Hang on, hang on. All right, beat the pig. Instant win. Need to change the texture of that ground there. It didn't load it. It didn't load it on the second time. Why didn't it load it? All right, we're doing this now. Yeah, initial. I'm okay if it lags a bit on the initial run. I play down. Instant win. Because that's going to be happening while the screen is black. Okay, so we have screen space. Yeah, I can see something going on there. If we place it in better locations, that'll probably look a little bit better. Okay, it ran. Is it? Okay, it's there. It's just not doing as good a job as I would like. Let's move it around live. I want to see the fan. I want to see the fan. Is really what it is. Okay, so let's pull that back up. See, that's... What am I seeing here? Pig, stop it. All right, hang on. I can see an image. I can see an image of some sort. Update setting the reflection probe, not updating more than once per scene. Okay. It looks like the default behavior is like update once. All right, let this run. We're learning things here. I hate that. Yeah, look at that. It's gone now. The reflection is gone. Oh. It's the way that I'm putting the scene into hibernation, as it were. I assume. Let's see what the other options are in the probe. Okay, this is just a random sphere I added that doesn't really need to exist anymore. This is the decal that we're probably getting rid of, but we'll see. So what are the other options for this? Once, fast, and then always. Oh, geez. Okay, what does that look like? Oh, now I have two of them running. Oh no. Did I delete my... I did. Oh. This is... Okay, that's what that was. Reflection probe. Always. Always. Well, that's weird. Hang on, that is weird. The things I'm getting on here are not what I would expect. Huh. It's like it's based on... Okay. Yeah. So if I set that at 0, 0, it's like I should get a decent approximation of things. Oh, that's weird. What's going on there? What am I getting there? What am I actually... Is it from 0, 0? It's probably from 0, 0. Okay, okay. Yeah, I'm beginning to see the issue. I'm bumping my way into knowledge here. This is still useful. So we would have to basically do something like this to say from... Wait, do I want to go from... Yeah. The extra, that chunk of slowdown that it got me on that first attempt, that's got me a little bit worried about having multiple, but maybe that's not... Oh, look at that. Look at that chunky fan. Okay, so that's what always mode gets you, huh? Okay, so we want to avoid being able to see that. Yeah, so the way it worked in Team Fortress 2, and this is just me working backwards from the effect I saw while playing the game, because I did clock in a lot of hours of that game over the past 20 years. It was basically different zones of the map would have a different reflection probe. When you'd walk into a small room, if you watched very closely, you would see the instant that your weapon would start reflecting something different. It wasn't a continuous thing. It was you would walk past a threshold and suddenly you're in the new reflection map. Which, you know, that's a fine effect because you're not really going to be watching the reflection off your weapon because it was usually pretty subtle anyway. But yeah, the fact that you get a pretty chunky... Okay, so that's a good reason against using always. See, so now, yeah, it still looks reflective. That's a good effect for like a single room. If it was maybe a little bit less reflective. So let's see here. So we could turn down the intensity. What does that look like when we do that? Ooh, actually, that's kind of nice. That looks much more oil slick now. Much more, I don't want to step in that. That's actually pretty nice. The only downside is that you can see the fans, which are very obviously not spinning. So what you would probably want, let's actually child this here. So what you would actually want is offset. Is that related to its parent? I'm hoping so. Let's just call this puddle. So what we would want is to move this puddle somewhere where you're not really gonna see the I see. Where you're not gonna see... Okay, that's fine. Where you're not gonna see the fans, but you have something to see. All right, so let's... Oh gosh, it's already 20 past. Well, we're about to end stream. What were the... Al had a really good suggestion of like a fuse box, exposed lights, panels. Yeah. Where did we put the hitbox? Because I actually have a separate hitbox on the back. There we go. With that existing, we can definitely get away with having a pipe in the wall that you will not clip into because it's going to be behind. There we go. Do like this. That'll be cool. Oh, actually, even better. Node 3D. Have a set. Change the transform rotation of this. Yeah, to be that short. There we go, 90 degrees. Duplicate. 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 Transform this second one. Scale on its, I guess that'd be its y-axis. No, it's its x-axis. -1. Never mind. Maybe it's its z-axis. That'll work. And fourth one on its y-axis. So it can look a little bit extra silly. And then rotate the whole set. And just plop them here and scale them as big as we can reasonably go. Without getting too weird. That's a good look there. I bet that'll show up. Just got some like little bit of skin on the pad of my finger that's giving me issues here. Okay, so now let's change the reflection probe settings until that looks good. We are learning new things. I hate it. So what does higher look like? No, so lower. Size, origin, offset. Does that make it go higher or lower? Huh. Can't quite tell. Can't quite tell yet. Whoa! What am I looking at there? Oh, that was Cat. That was Cat. Cat, what are you doing? Cat, get out of there. Alright, let's just turn on to always. Oh, weird. So if you turn, oh, jeez. Okay, I see. I see. Okay, so what I really want then is like this. I want those pipes. I want those pipes in there. You know what I could do? Is I could just scale this up. Somehow. How would I do that? Good question. Great question. There we go. Ooh, but that's weird. All right, move that out of here so it's not inheriting the scale. All right, make this a big, big puddle. Okay. Now then. Now let's learn some things. So what if this, but from here? Is that the pipes that I'm seeing there? Is that what that is? Because that looks awful if that is. It is 4 things. Ugh, okay. So how do I get that? I don't need it to be exact, of course. Just a little bit better. All right, hang on. I better start looking at Twitch here. Just to see. Oh, nice. Germdo's doing Overcooked. We'll raid into him here in just a bit. Oh, how do we line this up to be believable? That's a tricky ask. So I guess I want it to be kind of, I don't know, like about where the camera is, or about where the camera would be, which would be like here. It's a little bit lower than the gate, so like there. Oh, I wonder if the fact that it's a frustrum camera does anything weird. Considering how difficult it was to do the frustrum camera, that it's like, oh, I have to turn this to interior. Box projection. Wait, is that it? Oh my gosh, was it that simple? It might have actually been that simple. Okay, cool. Jeez, I mean, as this is definitely not a cure-all. If anything, it would make more sense just to duplicate the objects and flip them under the geometry. Yeah, that's a tricky one. Because that does not line up. Yeah, I mean, if it's only a handful of things, then that'd be like, that would sell the illusion immediately with no additional work. It'd be very funny. Because as it stands, like, okay, that breaks immediately when you start to move away if you have a puddle that big. On the other hand, if we... Oh, geez. It's like, I feel like we definitely want reflection probe, because without it, like, look at... What the crap? What the crap? That looks so much better. Like, I'm gonna have to go back in the VOD and see, is this really what we were looking at the beginning of the stream? Because I think it was. And then you switch to the probe on. You're like, wait a second. Would all my scenes suddenly like look very moody and cool? And I do need to add some light sources in here. But like, that looks really, really cool. Scale this back down. Scale this puddle down. Just kind of move this puddle somewhere. Doesn't matter where, really. There we go. That would also do it, I suppose. Yeah, that's a good point. Look at you remembering all the things I've done. If I bring that back up to 1... Well, I don't know. Now I'm not sure. Change it back. It's a little bit moodier, but on the whole, yeah, it's still pretty cool. All right. Turn off the Quest 64. We gotta go see Germ Dove. All in all, we learned some things about Godot and about ourselves. And we're going to raid Germ Dove. This room is looking significantly better. It's gonna need some cool light sources. The placeholder blocks here, we're gonna replace those with the great texture we've got here. So the block itself will still be the physical object, but then we'll have this texture here acting as the visible barrier. So yeah, more of this on Sunday coming up. It's gonna be fun. I think that's the only thing going on. just more streams as usual. We're making progress. Hub World is going to use a lot of these same decorations, so I'm okay with using more time to really get them looking nice. Because I think we're going to make something that looks really cool. And I think a lot of these little extra details really help sell the area. So we're going to do it. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Goodbye.